Well, I think clinical trials have been increasingly more difficult to do because of the regulatory environment in which we live. I think that one can point to IRB regulations that may differ from one institution or health system to the next. I think that the cost, both in terms of enrolling patients in trial and following them long term, is not trivial. The opportunity cost that is incurred by any practitioner with respect to identifying patients in his or her practice who may be candidates for a trial, and then going through the process of informed consent in a very balanced way, maintaining equipoise about the benefits or the risks of either particular strategy. These things take time, and take time that the average practitioner currently does not have. We need to continue to work on this concept that's been espoused by many clinical trial experts, including Rob Califf, Mike Lauer, and others, Bob Harrington, about what's called the big simple trial, to ask big questions, ask them in a simple way, and that would allow the research to be done within the flow of routine clinical care, so that outcomes can be measured on the back end through an interoperable electronic health record. And there are a lot of simple questions in cardiology that can be approached like that. We need to bring patients into the equation about the benefits to the public, the benefits to the community with respect to participating in clinical trials. And I'm optimistic that with the momentum that's been building recently around the big simple trial, that we will get to some of these. I think that the frustration comes with the lack of time one has to make sure that all the loose ends are tied together, all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. I think that in the current environment, time is the most precious commodity, and it's the one thing that busy physicians rightfully have the most difficulty in surrendering. My own observations are that time has become more important than money, and especially at the level of the individual practitioner, his or her practice, and the health system in which they work. Time is really, really very important for those of us who are trying to execute with patient care. What one does about it certainly has to be cognizant of what our contribution needs to be in order to fulfill the positive aspects of the Affordable Care Act, namely providing health care to an increasing number of folks who were previously uninsured. But I think that we would need to rebalance the expectations placed on physicians with respect to what it is that they should do and what it is others might be able to do in the process. And I think that there might be some low-hanging fruit with regards to reducing the clerical and administrative responsibilities placed on the shoulders of physicians, so as to free up their time to see more patients or to provide more quality interactions with the patients for whom they already care.